Hello friends. Today I'm working from home and I'm on my lunch break, so figured I would film a little pack with me video. What are we packing for, you may ask? Well, allow me to take you on a journey of our 2020 travel plans. So the original plan was to go on a cruise since this year was our 5-year wedding anniversary. So our cruise was planned for the first week of May. As you know, that got canceled, and it was canceled about a month before the cruise. So at that point, we were like, okay, well, we just won't rebook the cruise and we'll go to Disney World later in the year instead. So as time went on, things were closed down longer than everybody originally anticipated. That plan kind of was shot because if we go to Disney World later in the year, even if it's reopened, it's either still not gonna be the typical Disney experience because of all the restrictions, or if it is completely back to normal, then it's going to be packed from all the people that had to reschedule their trips this year. So, a few weeks ago, I got an email at work saying that we needed to use a specific amount of vacation time before July 1st. At that point, we were like, we should just find somewhere to go for a few days because I really didn't want to just take time off just to take time off and then sit around the house. I didn't want to waste that time. So we were like, let's plan a little getaway where somewhere fun we can go. We eventually settled on Savannah, Georgia. There's a lot to do in town. A lot of stuff had already opened back up in Georgia. There's a beach 20 minutes away from the town. So that was what we had planned on. We are not spontaneous people, and I've always said that I would like to be spontaneous. But it's still hard to do. So we were like, yeah, we're gonna take a spontaneous trip with only a few weeks notice, and woohoo, look at us living wild. Today's Monday. We're supposed to be leaving Wednesday to go to Georgia. And when I looked at the weather forecast, it shows that it's supposed to thunderstorm every single day this week. I know that the weather people are not trustworthy and it can always change. But if it ends up raining every single day, then that kind of ruins all of our plans. There's nothing else we can do instead because our plans were to walk around the town and to go to the beach. So if it rains, both of those things are shot and then there's nothing really for us to do. Last week, Universal Studios opened back up. So I've been keeping an eye on everything going on down in Florida with the theme parks and everything. I've been watching videos on YouTube, watching all my regular people and seeing what things are like down there. So I was like, what if we went to Universal instead? We were already gonna be driving to Savannah, and it's only like 4 more hours. So we were like, well, what if we just did that instead? Yesterday, 3 days before we're supposed to leave, we decided to change our plans again. And so we are officially gonna be going to Universal. We're gonna be spending 4 full days in Florida. We'll get there Wednesday morning, have the whole day. Then we're gonna do, I think, at least 2 days at the parks. We'll also do Disney Springs. I know there's a lot of other things that are open down there. We are gonna be driving through the night. We did it 2.5 years ago when we went on a cruise. We drove a little bit further down in Florida. We went to West Palm Beach, and then we took a cruise out of Fort Lauderdale. And when we did that, John said that he would never do it again. And so the last 2 years when we've gone to Florida, we've flown. However, now that everything is opening back up places, flights are so expensive. And since we were already planning on driving 10 hours to Savannah, we figured it's just about 4 more hours so we can suffer through it. I didn't think it was that bad last time. We're just jumping and doing it and trying not to think too much about it. I'm a big planner. I usually have a spreadsheet going for like months to prepare and everything. So this is out of my comfort zone, but we're gonna get through it. Luckily, before our cruise, we had already had some stuff packed in the suitcase, some of our summer stuff. So allow me to show you the packed suitcase that never was. So here's our cruise suitcase. So much potential. We'll still be packing most of this. So I'm gonna drag this into our bedroom, start packing everything that we can for today, and hopefully I can get a lot done here on my lunch break. Hey, Duke. I wish I could put you in here and take you with us. I can't get the camera straight, so this is what we're gonna roll with. This is beach stuff. This doesn't need to go. We have like so many half-empty sunscreens. We got John a bunch of new swimming shorts for the cruise. So at least I'll have a good variety to wear in the summertime. This thing I just got, it's a little waterproof phone case that floats. I don't think that's supposed to come out of there. Binoculars, don't need these. We keep all of our little travel size things in this toiletries bag. So luckily we don't have to round all that up. Everything's pretty much in there. What I think I'm gonna do is just reorganize everything, take out everything that we're not gonna need, grab some stuff from around the house. Daddy's fallen asleep sitting up in the corner right here. You are so precious. Yes, you are. Maybe later today, once everything is more packed and structured, I'll go back through and do like an overview of everything that's packed. I got this suitcase as one of my Christmas gifts, and we haven't traveled anywhere since then. So this is my first time packing in this baby. When we went to Disney last year, John realized when we had like 2 days left of vacation that he was out of underwear. So he had to turn some inside out and rewear them. So I'm packing him plenty of undies for vacation. I did want to make the distinction that we're not going to Orlando just to avoid the rain, because Orlando has been getting a lot of rain. We're not just trying to avoid the rain in general, but the problem is if we go to Georgia and it rains the whole time, then there's really nothing for us to do. Whereas in Orlando, if it rains, then there's plenty to do in the theme parks, and we can do those if it's raining. So we're not doing it just to avoid rain. We're trying to rearrange the plans where we can still do stuff and have a fun time if it does rain. All right, I am done working for the day, so I'm gonna go throw some laundry in and then do some more packing. Got my little to-do list here. I've gotta paint my nails and my toes. I think that's mainly it. Right, here we are in our basement. Okay, so when I plan a trip, I keep it all on a Google spreadsheet. I make myself a tab for my packing list. So I have got that up right here, and we are gonna go through and get as much as we can today. We are gonna be working tomorrow, so we'll have to leave out stuff to get a shower and all that kind of stuff. I pretty much make a spreadsheet for everything I do in life. It's just how I function. All right. I think I have everything out that I can pack today. We've got our pull bag with John's over-the-face snorkel. We've got sunscreen. We've got all our shoes for the week. We'll have a main pair of tennis shoes and then a backup pair in case it rains and any of them get wet. John's little mini fan. He has to have the fan blowing in his face when he sleeps. I've got my hair dryer and my brush. I won't need to dry my hair again before we leave. I've got our little travel steamer. In this pouch, I've got anything that could leak. So I've got this down here as like a body oil. We've got a muscle rub. I've got my It's a 10, and then I've got a body scrub, and then a few essential oil roller balls. I've got my little container with all my vitamins and stuff in there. We've got some hats. Now we're getting into the clothes. We've got swimsuits. This is all John's clothes. I got this romper for the cruise that never was. So I might take this if we want to go out and eat dinner somewhere. Maybe dress up a little bit. We've got some cards and Farkle, which is our favorite game. John hates playing games, but this is one game that he'll play. Usually when I pack by outfits, but because I don't really know what the weather's going to be like and I haven't really prepared, I'm just going to take a bunch of stuff that can work together. So I've got my jeans and a bunch of shorts. I've I've got my PJs, and yes, these are Disney PJs, but because we can't actually go to Disney World, we're gonna take a little bit of Disney with us. And we are at least gonna go to Disney Springs. So we'll have a small dose of Disney this trip. Over here, I've got my tank tops. And last night, as I was going through my clothes, I realized that I only have a few tank tops, and 2 sets of them are the same thing, just in different colors, and they're all like neutral or like green colors. So, planning to do a little bit of shopping when we get down there as well. Maybe get me some more summery clothes. Time to see where all this fits in the bag. Alright, everything is packed up and we are going to bed. Okay, everything is all packed except for the stuff we need for tomorrow. We've got our clothes on this side, underwear, socks, bras, and then shoes and miscellaneous items. We got our park bag and our pool bag / road trip bag.
Let's go night-night. Show them how you go night-night.
Next time we see you, we will be on the road on our way to Universal
Tennessee.
Studios.
Oh.
Bye.